Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another very strange weather day, just a strange day in general. Hello to everybody in the chat. I see you. Jared is back, just barely. It's
I'm
been
here,
a
but I
weird.
ain't all there.
That's none of us are, dude. It's okay. It's been a weird couple days, so a few of us might intermittently jump in and out due to weather conditions or internet or whatever the heck it may be. So it's just going to be a free-for-all, essentially. So that's what it is. Joining me on panel tonight, mainly to discuss something. Well, first of all, timeout. Yesterday, somebody had a podcast come out with somebody that was on it. So yes, it's posted on.
I'll do this.
It's backwards.
That one.
All of the socials have the link posted, but also down below are links to everybody's channel that's on here. So if you haven't subscribed to everybody here, you need to go do it, including Laura. Laura is here. She's just in hiding. She's taking a little. She's here. So her channel's down below, but you need to go to the podcast, Life Beyond 6 Feet, I believe. Is that right?
That's correct.
Life Beyond 6 Feet. And if you're wondering, you know who these guys are. You've seen them before. But this guy down here, this is Damien. He is part of RKB Paranormal. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But he is one of the videos that is shown during the tour of historic Scott County Jail, which Jen, Jared, Laura, Lindy, and her son and I partook on back in March. And we're all a little bit obsessed with it because it was awesome. Yes. I reached out to RKB, came in contact with Damien, and asked if I could use the footage. He said yes, and the rest is all history. So thank you so much, Damien, for being here tonight. I really appreciate you jumping on the panel. My power just flashed.
No,
Okay, we're good. We're good, right? I'm still here? Okay, yes.
You're here.
Yes, thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you for being here. Jen, of course, you know her. Jen's Revenant Research. She was with us that night as well, and she's been around. And Jared King TV, along with Laura, both of them are with us as well. So a lot of you have noticed that we've been talking about Scott County Jail a lot, and that's for good reason, because it was awesome. We had a good time. It was fun to hang out with everybody, and the evidence was pretty much insane right from the get-go. We had the tour, and then it never stopped all night. It was nuts. First initial thoughts, any of you?
Oh no.
That place is by far now the scariest place I've ever been. And I have been to witch cemeteries, witch graves, the old hospital here in Tennessee. I mean, I've been to a lot of places. That place turned, with good reason, turned my blood to ice, chilled my spine, and almost made me have to shake my drawers out.
Yes. Yeah. It was it was essentially I think we all had the same encounter. I was talking to Damien earlier after he would on the podcast, and he's like, well, what did you think when you saw that video? And I'm going to play that here in a second, with your permission, of course, if that's okay. Okay. What was your guys' reaction? And my reaction to that was we all thought we were safe. We all thought we were safe. And then we get to the second floor kitchen, and here comes this picture flame flying off the freaking wall. And no offense, grown men screaming, which is warranted. Like, what the heck? The thing is it wasn't the first time that night that happened. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, see, they didn't tell us that in the tour. That was the second time that picture came off the wall, guys. Second time.
Gotcha.
During the tour, I got some of the craziest vibes. You just get that vibe like, you're not alone. They are completely aware you are there.
Yep.
And they will, their intention is to mess with you.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I got the nervous gas. I mean, it was bad.
It was. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to roll that clip real quick so everybody knows. Everybody basically knows what we're talking about. But you guys need to see this again. So let me go ahead and play that.
Amazing capture, by the way.
Amazing capture. This is captured by RKB Paranormal. This gentleman right here was part of the group and was there filming it, and you'll see and hear. Let's just do it.
I'll show you one more piece of evidence that was captured up here. We had a team from RKB Paranormal. They're two guys. They're both corrections officers. They were up here conducting an EVP session. They had a REM pod and an EDI box on this table, and they had the door shut. They thought they heard a woman say help in the foyer. At the exact same time, EDI box.
I want to ask you about that. About the woman, like, how did you hear that out of everything that was going on? I mean, you guys picked up on, and I know that you showed me a different view where you could hear it a little bit better, but in all of the madness that was going on, you guys picked up on what sounded, did it sound to you like a woman at the time asking for help, or?
A woman when I heard it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And
it was just one of those things where it was so loud we could hear it over all the devices going off and with the door closed.
Right.
So that's essentially what drew us to the hallway. Like, it was like purposely trying to get us to the hallway.
Yeah, because you even said that if that wouldn't have happened, you wouldn't have been out there to see it happen. It might have happened at all. We don't know. But so that drew you out, and then
REM pod starts going off. So they grab the camera, they open the door, and this is what happened. Can you shut that light off for me real quick? Okay, so what's going to happen, this will play through one time at full speed, and then it will slow down, and then we'll play it through.
To help or something.
that thing is screaming.
Hello?
First of all, I want to comment on how enthusiastic that hello was. Hello.
Hello.
But I guess after the second time of that happening, I wouldn't be very enthusiastic either. So.
What was that? The picture, dude. Are you serious? I'm not you. Oh my God, it swung it over here. Dude. Oh my God.
So please walk me through this moment where clearly you couldn't even formulate words. Like, did you believe what you just saw? Because it's dark. That's night vision, correct?
Correct. I mean, it was still light enough in there from the red glowing exit sign, so I actually seen it when it happened.
Right.
And like I said, it was just so shocking. Like, all I could do was drop F-bombs. And then, of course, after we calmed down for a second, I was like, holy shit, did I actually capture that? Because I didn't even know where I was pointing my camera. Like, I didn't know if it was at the ground. Right. I had it turned on. And so we stopped rolling right after we kind of calmed down. And sure enough, we was able to capture it. And, that's all she wrote. But it was just one of those things that was just so intense that, I mean, it literally took me like 4 hours to like come down from like the adrenaline rush from it. Like, I was hyped up all the way in. I slept for maybe 2 hours, got up, woke my wife up, and I was like, you got to check this out, and shoved the camera in her face.
That's a good night. That is a good night. Now, we didn't have anything like that happen, but we had a few moments where we were all riding that same sort of adrenaline, mainly the one that Jared was talking about. We'll get to it here in a minute. And it was something so simple to some people, but when you experience it, same thing. When you experience it,
right.
And
when you're there in the moment,
it's different. Yeah.
Whole nother level.
Especially when you're trapped and there's no escape. You guys are trapped in the kitchen. We were trapped in the girls' dorm. Like, you had to run through it to get away from it.
When that happened, every fiber of my being said, run. But my legs said, we can't.
Oh my God. And poor Jared, right? He took a break from paranormal for a little while, I guess. Is that safe to say? Took a break, basically pretty much quit it, gave it up, but came out in support anyway. And it seemed like he was definitely the trigger object all night. Like they were totally picking on you all night, man.
They knew I was coming from the beginning.
They did.
They had it planned.
They're like, oh, we got some good stuff set up. We got some good stuff. All right, let's run this through one more time for those of you that missed it. This is just awesome footage. So let's take it back a little bit. It does go through some slow motion, but we'll do full speed here.
What was that? The picture, dude. Are you serious? I'm not you. Oh my God, it swung it over here. Dude. Oh my God. Holy shit, dude.
You can literally like hear your heartbeat. It's insane. Like that's crazy.
The fact that you're still standing there is amazing.
Amen. Yes, I know. Now they did point out some things here at the end, and maybe you can walk us through after it plays. So it says, after analyzing, we noticed two things, and they do a good job of pointing it out here. So it slowed down. Here we go. So there appears to be an orb, but there also appears to be a possible shadow figure, which is creepy as hell. And then the picture. There's a freaking arm. Like, what the hell? And that's slowed down, and it still moves quick as hell. Like, that's the thing that really sort of just makes your hair stand up, is that is slowed down, is probably as slow as it can go. I don't know.
And you feel that has some force behind it.
And it's, yeah. And it doesn't fall straight down. Chris mentioned that. It doesn't fall straight down. It doesn't, and you were talking about a sensitive, could have been a sensitive subject to some of the people that may still be there, of what was actually framed in that picture. So it all sort of ties together into this thing that they show on the tour, and makes, people like us feel really unsafe, or we thought we were.
Well, I felt unsafe as soon as I arrived.
Well,
that illusion shattered.
We got swamped by cops as soon as we arrived. So
we did. They knew we was coming too.
Bunch of crazy, shady-looking characters standing outside of Scott County Jail. Let's go figure out what's going on. Oh man, that's. I don't know.
That's insane. That is so insane.
Yeah. So, the reactions are funny. Let's play that real quick. Especially Jen. Jen, you seem to have literally jumped out of your skin, and Laura, who's in the chat, also had a pretty good reaction. It sort of shows how we felt about the situation. There we go. So this is us watching it.
Oh, no, thank you. What? Wait, what?
So it's pretty.
So, oh my God, Jen jumped about 18 feet. Laura's like, no, thank you. And then Lindy was excited. So I couldn't move. I was having one of those moments like, are you kidding me right now? Like,
well, it didn't help either. All right. The whole time we're on the tour, Jen and I keep turning around, and everybody has left us.
Yeah. What up with that?
The two chickens that's scared you gonna leave by yourself.
Yeah, you notice I was reaching for somebody, but nobody was there. I was like, comfort me.
Yeah. It was shoot, man. That, I don't know. That is some gold nugget stuff there. That's literally like what everybody in this field is searching for. And you got it. Like, you got it.
Twice.
What? Yes, twice. Congratulations on that, first and foremost.
And everything that happened in like that 45-second sequence, like just one of those things by itself would be like a great piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Have like multiple things going on And it was more or less just sheer luck that I was able to even capture any of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there were multiple times throughout the night that camera like would stop recording for like a split second and then start recording again. And so
Mine too.
like I was lucky to even capture it. And for it to be the second time that it happened, that's what really blew our minds. It's the first time we just captured audio of it. We didn't actually see it happen. And it went the other way the first time. And we kind of chalked it up to, well, maybe there was somebody in here during the day messing with it. Maybe it wasn't hung up very good. Didn't see it happen. So we just kind of tossed it, even though, the way they have them hung on the wall, it takes some force to get it off the wall.
It does.
And then after it happened that second time, we spent probably 30 minutes, me, Josh, and Miranda trying to debunk it, and we couldn't.
Right.
And like I said, you can hear the Velcro rip. Both times we capture it, you can hear the Velcro just like somebody's just ripping it off the wall.
And they would have to. I mean, even if it just ripped and fell, it would do one of these or it would come straight down. Like, it's not going to spin on itself and fly across the room. Like, there's no Velcro I know that lets go like that. It's, man.
It's just the fact you had the presence of mind to grab the camera and turn it is amazing. I would have ran the other direction screaming. You would have saw nothing but elbows. I've been gone.
Yeah.
We were doing an interview, a podcast interview, actually the very next day after that happened. And Josh was saying, he's like, I got to give you some credit. He's like, because if I would have been the one filming and seen that actually happen, he's like, I probably would have threw the camera or just took off running. He was like, you just kind of, other than your screaming, he's like, you kept calm for the most part. And I was like, but dude, it happened so fast. I didn't even really know what happened until it was already over. And it was just, it was wild.
That is absolutely just insane. She of course showed some other evidence. I didn't get permission to show that, but it's still pretty compelling. I mean, there's the sheriff, was it Richard Ellis, I believe his name was, who was like 7 foot tall or something ridiculous.
Yeah, he was like 9 foot 999, man.
Yeah, big boy, who was possibly captured as a shadow figure in the bathroom. When we were there, I don't know. Hey, this is a great question for you guys. When you guys were, did you use, personal question, did you use the restroom while you were there any of the times you've been to Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did you ever smell like real strong men's cologne?
Not that I recall.
Not that you recall. Yeah, two of her and Jen and Lindy both. Now there were, Jared was there, he's a man. Rusty was there. I was there. I wear men's cologne, but none of us had been to the restroom, and none of this was our cologne. Not that anybody else was wearing any, but it was a strong. The second time it happened, they called us over, and we all went in. We're like, holy crap! Like, it was a very strong scent of a man's cologne in the bathroom, which is a little unnerving. Thinking that you're being, peeped on by something or somebody. We asked Chris, and she said, yep, that absolutely happens sometimes. Cigar smell as well, but usually it's a cologne smell, which is kind of weird to think about. I know they caught some really cool EVPs in that room as well. I don't think we know who it was, but they did capture the 7 or the 9 foot 999 tall man shadow in the doorway, which is pretty amazing. Oh man, there's just so much.
We just released something from a team that was there over the weekend that captured something pretty cool.
I saw that. Now we got footsteps. We got heavy boots on the stairs. I had I had a static camera pointed towards the stairs, and you can hear boots on the stairs. But this, I don't know if any of the other ones have seen it, but it's like, are you talking about the running?
Yeah, it's like it's running towards them. Yeah, it scared the hell out of them.
It did. So they were in that same room, guys. So that picture that just flew off the wall, they were in the room, like directly, like in that room across from the kitchen. And all of a sudden, you just hear footsteps running. And again, you see grown men jump up and run. Like, it's crazy. It's
I'd
crazy.
already been ahead of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's pretty nuts. It's got a dang big wave come through. Hang tight. The power's still good. What was I going to say? Oh, the other cool piece of evidence we got here. I'll go ahead and roll that. I'd like to know, I don't know what your time schedule is, Damien, but I'd like to know what you think about this here. So this is up in the girls' dorm. This is that legendary piece of evidence that I'm always going to kick myself for because it wasn't a night vision. Yeah. So let's go ahead and roll that. I should say real quick that we are downstairs. This is right after the thing that Jared was talking about with the breath. All of us are confirmed downstairs. Everybody's downstairs. We're all reviewing the camera because Jared and Laura are actually getting ready to leave. So there was nobody on the second floor. There was nobody on the third floor. We were all downstairs. And you can hear us talking, and I do point that out. There are some EVPs. I point that out, but it's mostly us talking. And then the noise, which you'll see. And then we get excited and sort of yell, and then an EVP comes through, tells us to shut up, which is pretty funny. But most of the noises you're going to hear is us talking. But other than that, I have no freaking clue what this is. I have no idea. Yeah, it goes on and on, but there's clearly
Someone's going out.
two very distinct sounds, something that's lighter and clackier, and then something that's like it's like a booming noise, and then you can hear us as well. Hey, Shani, congratulations on getting married, girl. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, so I mean, the only thing up there that moves technically, because there was no door on that one. It was a slidey door, so I guess it could have been that. But the bathroom door, it could have been that. But it almost sounds like I had some cat balls that were on the beds, and it almost sounds like the cat balls being slapped around. Again, it's not the freaking night cam, so we'll never know. But I feel like you would have seen like the flashing lights and stuff, even if it's just reverberating. But I don't know. Like, what do you have any ideas of what that could be at all, or did you get anything similar to that? Or
I mean, I remember hearing stuff like that. I think the second time we went, like it wasn't that loud and like that long, but like we was all hearing it when we were up there.
Yeah.
And we were figuring like where it was coming from, and it's either somebody messing with the door, or what also made me think of is like when an officer would take his nightstick and just run it up and down the bars.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, if they wanted to get their attention, or if they was just wanting to aggravate over something, it definitely sounded, like you could hear like a clink, 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 clink.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
It is.
And I don't think it would have been the heater or anything, because if it would have been the heater or something like that, you would have captured it more than just that one time. Like it would have been like a consistent thing.
Yes, and I had static cameras in Big Roy's cell, and I had static cameras in the kitchen, which is where I captured the boots. And I also feel like if it was the heater, unless there was something loose on the third floor, but I still feel like I would have picked it up at least on Big Roy's cell, because yes, he is on the other side of the building, but it's the same floor. So it was nothing. And this was the only segment. It's about 3 minutes long. This is the only time that this happened, and it's when we were all downstairs and not paying attention. So.
Right.
Neva says, or a cup on the bars. Yeah, it very well could have been. Yep, Laura says the same thing. Yeah, it's Caesar.
My dog. Sorry, guys.
We'll get to the shut up part and then we'll turn it off.
He's fine. He's just whining.
Yeah, I can hear it now. Tink, tink, tink. That makes sense.
Yeah. That's exactly what that is. Clink, clink, clink. Grabbing the doors, make sure they're locked. They're shut. Clink, clink, clink.
Might be on something there. Yep, that's us. That's us downstairs.
We got the evidence.
There's another side. Same room. And then shut up.
That's so clear.
Oh,
That's so clear.
And you can tell, well, you can't tell. Obviously, it's not a night vision camera and nobody was up to verify it, but it doesn't have the same sound as our voices downstairs. So it's definitely, you know, I don't know. I remember seeing that during my evidence and I was like, whoa, what is wrong with me? I'm never going to live that down. I mean,
hey, you know what?
what?
Considering what we found, right at the end, you know, when me and Laura was leaving, something else too I didn't think of. What if it could have been one of the prisoners making a shank?
You did find one.
Could be. Very well could be. Those women, she said the women were crafty. It's the only place that had steel bars.
Those women are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Jen had a run-in with somebody named Emily. We'll get to that in a minute, but yeah.
I've heard of people taking, whenever they would make those in, like, you know, in jail or prison or anything like that, they would have to take it and rub it on the bars or on the concrete to get an edge on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
I can see that. There's a multitude of possibilities of what it is. So,
but now the actual ting, that I would kind of go with the nightstick thing.
Stabby, point.
Yeah,
I had to edit out so much footage because of you, woman.
Well, we lost a lot of footage.
Yes. Did you guys?
Laura lost. She lost everything.
I lost my camcorder footage.
And I lost a bunch, man, and everything. But I was lucky to piece together what I had. But like I said, Laura lost everything.
I don't even have the picture that I took.
I lost my dignity and my bladder control.
I don't even have that anymore. It took everything.
That's crazy. That is. Yeah, we had doors open up on us. Poor Jared ran right into a cell door. It opened right up on him. Well, I have. Hey, look at me being prepared. I have it here. Hold on. Here we go. Boom. Can you tell us? He's a shot. I don't know. Wow. So that was just a really loud noise that came over, didn't come over the Xbox, but it was louder than the S-Box, and it got everybody's attention, and I pooped my pants here.
Wow. That literally, I mean, I heard that over here.
All my leg hair just grew back. Give me the
I'll go.
Nobody's in there.
Is yours going on?
That's mine going on.
Yeah, it's a little hard.
You're asking, what the hell?
That was the boots. That was the boots on the freaking step. And then here's where the door opens up on Jared here.
You're asking, what the hell? Did you run into her or did it hit you?
We all just walked through there. That wasn't open.
It just opened up on him.
Did I get that on camera? Your door is big.
Yeah.
Big Roy said, "You stand too, baby."
Yeah. That's a cool orb that goes through the bars. Cat ball goes off. Static cam, fun orbs chasing each other.
Nothing left me.
Who was it?
Listen, that sound reverberated my butt. So I got up and ran.
What you can't see is the fact I'm in a cell at the very end, and she leaves me next to the big bang in the cell. Just left.
You should have got up and ran.
I was in a cell.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, we know. There we go. Tandem K2s.
Wow, that's great.
Airplane mode. Camera was far enough back.
Yep.
This is about 30 minutes into the footage, but it went tandem. That was so cool. This is Big Roy's cell, which is Laura here. There we go. Big Roy had a thing for, I don't know if it was Jen for he threatened to stab
both,
Jen.
weren't it?
He grabbed Laura and he tried to stab me.
But which came first is what I'm saying.
I
Do you
think.
remember?
Oh, I want to say Laura.
That one I don't
think
remember.
He got fresh with her. He grabbed on her.
So he was grabbing on Laura and threatening to stab Jen.
Yeah, because we switched, and I went into the cell. She's like, "Oh, it just said I'll stab you" or something like that.
Yes. Now this is, keep in mind, guys, this is all happening. Within a certain time frame. Like we were there from 8 to 2 or 8 to 3 or something.
Something like that.
And a lot of places, Damien, I'm sure you can verify, aren't like this. Like you can go 18 times and not get this variety of stuff. Like you may get whispers, you may get EVPs, you might get poltergeist activity, you might just get sounds, you might get actual apparitions, you might just get orbs. Like this place literally freaking has it all. And it was all in one night. Like, well, we didn't get pictures thrown at us, but we saw yours. That was good enough. So by midnight, 1, 2 o'clock, you're so worn down from everything happening that it's just crazy. Like it's not bad, but it's like it's constant, which you don't really find that anywhere else you go.
Hell yeah. Completely, it just felt like someone walked up on me.
Like that?
It was following me.
Oh, here you go, Jared. Here you go.
Oh.
I just heard a
I need to go and find that full clip, and I will. That full clip. Dang.
Is that you?
Okay, I'll find it. Hang on.
Who's that?
Sorry.
Oh, yes?
It sure is.
There's the
I
cone.
mean, I was a
No.
secret.
Can you tell us what we found in the light a minute ago? Your hair.
Oh my God! Shut up! No way.
You touched it.
That is awesome.
Put it back.
You want to come in here and have a Twizzler?
Is that the sheriff we're talking about? Oh.
Jesus.
Oh my God. So the last one wasn't paranormal, obviously, but it was just funny. So I see, even though I've spent hours, months editing this and playing it, and you guys have seen it 100 times, and you guys were there, and you weren't there, but you've been there. Like I forget, I forget just how crazy that night was.
It's
That was
insane.
insane. It really was.
The SS method still is messing with me.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've got that.
That's one of those locations that you go to that I don't care if it's 10 days or 10 years, it's going to seem like it was yesterday. It's going to stay with you.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Right.
never going to forget it.
It's true.
No, that sigh I can still hear. That
Yeah,
is
let me,
insane.
Me too.
Well, what was funny was I was picking on y'all so much because y'all were doing your little dance and I was being silly. Then all of a sudden that hit and was just like, oh crap, playtime over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was so scared when that happened. I let an inward fart.
It's true. It's true. So yes, Laura.
That was Laura. She got Big Roy. That was Laura's.
No, I did not figure out why your leg was lifted and I was laughing hysterically, putting my face near your ass. No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So yes, just a real quick recap. Jared and Laura were coming in to tell us that they were leaving for the evening. Laura had just captured a pretty convincing possible Big Roy sighting by doing a low light a low light picture. So this big, tall, freaking dude here. So we had all left. So it was just her and Jared. And Jared, she says in a minute, already had turned around and left her. So it was just her. So this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird. I mean, it looks like a big, tall shadow guy to me, but I guess you never really know. So Laura taking this picture, she came into the woman's room, which is same floor down the hall. Jen and I were already in there. And she wanted to try to take another low light picture to see if there was anybody with us. So what you're going to see is us in there. You're going to see us turn our lights off because she wanted a low light picture. And that's when it happened. Again, they wait until the perfect moment. We were in there the whole time. Nothing happened. All of us were in there goofing around. Nothing happened. As soon as our lights go down, he lets it fly. And nobody's got a light on. So we all instantly shit our pants and panic. Turn the lights on. Was that you? Was that freaking you? Was that freaking you? No. Like we can't. And it's just like sheer panic after that. So let's play that clip here. A little bit more here.
And everything.
Well, Big Roy. Done already?
Yeah.
And this is also after all of my gear in here was shut off for the second time.
Yeah.
Manifesting.
No.
Yeah, he was. I know he was.
You're
'cause
grinning.
I heard you shuffling in the cell when we were walking out. Of course, somebody got out before I did, and he left me in the back.
That freaking picture.
So she just confirmed that he had already gone, and that was that picture that she got. There was nobody else up there.
Is awesome.
Chicken shit. I already told you.
Yeah.
Will you?
Hey, girl.
Obviously.
So we're cutting up, having a good time, right?
I know. Called you out.
Cold-hearted. Can you back it up, Terry?
I love this.
This is the Laura and Jared exit.
This is the, I'm trying to do a night vision in there where y'all is at.
Here we go. Here we go. Lights out.
Bitch, what?
I just heard a
Does that
What's
you?
crazy is we all heard it next to us in our own ears
It
too.
was in here. It was
Ugh.
right here, and it plays again a little bit louder. That was like unedited, except for the words. But we're all standing in the dark, and it's so loud we can freaking feel it. And unfortunately, it was just behind Jared. He's the one that felt it the most.
What really got me is, okay, I'm not like, like super, super tall or anything, but I'm not like, super short either. Whatever this was, I felt it at a downward angle. Yes. Whatever this thing was huge. I don't know if it was Big Roy or somebody on top of somebody else's shoulders, or maybe they was crawling on the ceiling and just leaning down. Either way,
Don't say that.
I don't like that.
Don't say that.
Dude, I just got over the nightmares. Why?
Well, that was the
It's in my head, and now you got to have it in yours too.
the side happened after the touching in the cell. So Big Roy was trying to eliminate the competition. That's Big Roy.
Could have been.
Hey, I had my long hair at the time. He might have been saying, "Hey, come on back."
Oh yeah. All right, let's play it again.
happy with.
I left you there.
Was that you?
And you can hear right after that, you can hear us like all freaking jump at the same time.
No,
No, it was behind him. I could hear it.
Did you?
And then,
Did you hear that?
Like I can't even aim my camera. Like this is like Jared and Laura crotch TV, right? Like, but I'm so like everybody is so freaked out that this is what you get. This is real. This is freaking real.
then
So-
I'm sorry. I keep talking wrong. And then it said,
Oh, hell.
Oh,
I heard it.
I thought it was you because you were getting mad
I
because
can't
she was
believe
taking but you were taking the picture.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, I thought it was you messing with
Oh
her.
my god. That
Man.
So here comes Rusty after he hears all the commotion.
Babe, dude, please tell me you exhaled like really loud.
did you just go?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I thought
There was
it
the
was
right where you are, and we heard.
Oh Y'all see a bug or anything flying around?
Oh man, yes. And again, poor Jared is just there literally for support to hold Laura's cameras. He was having, don't get me wrong, he was having a good time, of course. Was happy to be there, but he wasn't necessarily actively like in the paranormal investigation as a ghost hunter. Like he was totally there, just like
I was there, to come meet everybody, come to hang out, get help Laura with some B-roll, some extra footage, anything anybody needed, and I just had a big old target on me.
Yes,
you did. Yes, we did. Man, I don't know, man. That
from the minute I got there, though, seriously, because remember you kept asking me if I was okay.
Yeah.
I kept getting this feeling like we were surrounded and people was just staring at us.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's exactly the feeling you get. And there is Sally's there, Sally the cat. She's a freaking superstar. She's running around acting a fool. But even still, she's running around acting a fool, and she just stopped. And you're like, oh shit, what did she just see?
She been looking at the stairwell. I'm like,
yeah, yeah. We just, that's when we ignore. We're like, okay, we don't see anything. Oh man, and we kept poor Chris, man. She's like, I'm gonna be in the office if you need anything, just let me know. Just come bang on the door. We're like banging on the door all night, like, you gotta see this, like, holy shit, you gotta see this.
Poor thing.
Oh man, that was. Yeah, somebody up here asked about the comb. Yes, we can play that real quick. Hang on. I think it was not too sorry. Don't look. Brace your eyeballs. So this is after we're done shooting our pants, right? And I'm just sort of looking around. Trying to catch my breath. Oh, okay. Here we go.
I washed before.
There's a comb. There's a freaking comb stuck up there.
What? Oh, is that when we have a razor blade in it?
Hey, Mike, you're tall.
So this guy sticks a copper rod up into a light fixture.
Hey, I had Roy breathing down my neck or somebody. That was the least of my worries.
That's right. If you can survive that, you can survive this.
No, they would take razor blades out of what you shave with.
Get the comb.
And put it in the back of it.
What? Don't stand under it.
Oh, really? There's more than one.
Okay, get out from under that, because it's going to go right in your eyeball. I swear. I mean, I was
There's a fork.
I was going to
Is that a fork? There was something else. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff stuck up in there.
I was ready for...
If your ass gets shocked, I swear to God.
I'm going to laugh.
Wow.
Can you do it?
Jared, was that you that said that?
What? I weren't paying attention. I was focusing on that. What was it? What happened?
The first couldn't do it.
Yeah. Listen.
If your ass gets shocked, I swear to God.
I'm going to laugh.
Wow.
Can you do it?
Did you say, can you do it?
I don't remember saying.
I don't think so either. Because that was in my ear.
It's a little tricky because there's definitely a southern,
yeah.
But the jail is in Tennessee. So a lot of the people that are going to be there are going to have that. You heard that too, Damien? What do you think?
Well, it's definitely got the southern draw to it, so it kind of sounds like him, but at the same time, I don't know. You may have just discovered something else.
The only reason I don't think it was used because afterwards it says you say something about going, can you get it? And then it says no, and you're talking the same time it answers, and it's the same southern voice. That's the only reason I don't think it's you.
Sorry, that's not the right one. Here we go. Too much. Nope, not enough. Hang on, guys. This part is not pretty.
If your ass gets shocked, I swear to God.
I'm going to laugh.
Wow.
Can you do it?
Oh.
Whatever it was, it's gone now. Yeah.
Hear it?
No freaking way.
Same time he's saying, there it goes, it's gone now. You hear now. At the same time, same voice. At the same time Jared's talking.
Maybe it's just mimicking me.
Yeah. Neva just said.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's
Great minds.
like it's loud.
Well, I was standing right next to Jared while he was up there poking his rod in the electrical socket, of course, because it's him.
That's what she said.
And it was in my ear going, "Can you do it?"
That was also what she said. Right. Okay. Yeah. No, it's definitely male. It definitely has a southern draw to it. And I mean, if you don't remember, Jen, I believe you actually brought this to my attention, and I totally forgot to point it out. But it's
because it's clear on my video. You can hear it clearly, and
Right.
I'm focused on Jared. You have just his hand. I'm focused on him, so you can see him in my video.
right. We're trying not to get shanked by us.
Wow.
Can you do it?
Sounds like you though.
It does.
But it sounds super close to the mic.
Super.
Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah, and it was close to me too.
Let's do one more time here.
If your ass gets shocked, I swear to God.
I'm gonna laugh.
You can hear me good there.
Wow.
Can you do it?
That is not.
But then
I don't
it says it answers again while Jared's talking after.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
No
Whatever this is
freaking
going on,
way.
yeah. And Rusty wasn't in there, so two men are talking, and Rusty wasn't up there yet.
That's true.
So that's cool.
Oh, that is Rusty. Rusty is up there.
Yeah, he was coming up at that same time, but
Okay,
his voice
right.
is completely different.
He doesn't quite have that full.
So
Yeah.
that's the only reason I thought that's
Did
what it
anybody
was.
catch the little giggle?
Here we go. Don't say that. What do you mean?
Go back and listen. Right before before it cut there was a little giggle.
There was a giggle. Oh shit.
Go slice. Laura.
So they would take a lot of the race.
Oop, too far.
Wow.
Can you do it?
Oh, see, it's creepy now.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Hear it?
No freaking way.
Yeah.
So that's
Hear it?
Yeah. Yeah. That confirms it to me.
It's almost like they were kind of like, if this is the case, to me, it sounds and feels like they were laughing, like, haha, like you weren't able to do it.
Right.
Right.
Oh, they were definitely targeting you. 100%. Everything you did, something was there. So, real quick, you said, Damon, that y'all got a reaction to music, right? I think I was on your podcast. Okay, so that's a normal thing in that jail cells for the music to a southern thing, but you got a negative reaction where we got a positive one. So I wonder if there's different different energies that are there kind of at a different time, and you got a negative where we got a positive.
I mean, I'm guessing so because as soon as we turned the music on, I'd been fine all night long. This was the second time we went. Been fine all night long. Done been there 3-4 hours doing our Estes method session there in that hallway.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we turned the music on, about 30 seconds in, I start getting dizzy and nauseous. And like I get so dizzy, like I drop down to my knees so I don't fall over. And I'm like, turn the music off. Turn it off, and a few seconds later, I'm perfectly fine. I was like, all right, let's turn it back on again. Same thing. As soon as it starts playing, dizzy and nauseous, I was like, we got to stop. And we decided to, after that, we took a break and we left the camera rolling. And you can hear us walking down the stairs. You can hear us downstairs. And once everybody's downstairs, our REM pod starts going off. And you can hear a little bit of banging around and stuff. But man, it was weird. And usually I'm not the one that gets affected like that. And that's now the third or fourth time I've been affected by something where like it either gets me feeling sick or like just makes me real emotional.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we all got emotional for sure, but that was just because of Lindy's voice. But yeah, we didn't have a negative reaction. So.
Oh, hell. Yeah, I got it. You guys want to hear it again? I'm more than happy to play Lindy's.
I wish she was here.
And here, I do too.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The static cams that I had didn't really capture. There were a few orbs here or there. When Lindy pipes up with this freaking song that she sings so I wouldn't get a copyright, which is real sweet, so that none of us would copyright.
Right.
The freaking static cams go nuts. Like, it was weird because the energy, sort of everything just came to a standstill and everything was just like listening. But at the same time, you'll just have to see it. Hang on. I got it right here. But so Damon, you were saying as soon as the music stopped, like you felt better. So it was definitely affecting you something. Okay. That's insane. That's crazy.
There's
Here we go. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
That's Jen giving me a dirty look, probably because somebody farted and she blamed it on me.
It's not. I should know.
Too far. Hang on. Here we go. So this is courtesy of our very own Jared King TV. Jen and I were just finishing setting up static cams when she let loose with this bad boy. And thankfully, Jared was there to capture this. So
Or something like that tends to get a response if you play it.
Oh, that's a good question. Before we get to it, Neva wants to know, what kind of music were you playing when you were affected, Damien?
It was gospel music.
Gospel. Oh, shit. Okay. And where in the jail was that happening?
We was in the hallway that the picture got knocked off the wall.
Okay.
Wow.
Whew, that gets me
Something evil up in there.
You see?
Sing Amazing Grace.
There you go. There you go.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
This is real time.
That saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Richelle, I sang.
And just so everybody knows where I was going, oh my God, it was about her voice.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, we were upstairs. She was all the way downstairs. I wonder if we'd have been in the middle where you were, we would have gotten affected, because you see, it started going crazy. That place lit up.
Yeah, that most of that
activity
activity
there.
Yeah, was the kitchen cam, and you can see. I don't care if you believe in orbs or not. Like, that's a lot of dust, and that's a lot of intelligent dust. If you really want to talk shit, like, let's go. Like your dust, unless there's a breeze, your dust is not going to change directions.
Right.
It's not going to go.
The walls there are, what did she say, 3 or 6 foot concrete or some crap. So it's not a breeze coming in through the windows. There's actual windows there. There used to not be. That's a funny story. There used to not be windows there, but there is now. Like, it's all enclosed. Yes, we did turn the heat on, but we didn't turn it on the second floor. And this was the only time that this happened. Like, the static cam for the rest of the time was empty, except for when I moved it to, that was that same camera. I moved to get a shot of the stairs when we were doing something else. And that's when we caught the footprint, or the boot prints on the foot, you know what I mean, on the stairs there. So yes, it's very emotional, those orbs. I don't care what you say. When you have static cameras and they're quiet the entire time, and that happens, and then everything goes to shit, like, come at me, bro. I'll fight.
There weren't no breezes or anything. I mean, other than us, that place was almost deathly still.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there was, I don't care where you stood. There were no drafts. Nothing.
No, in that place, honestly, you could eat off the floor. I mean, let's be real. It's the cleanest.
It was well taken care of. Right.
Cleanest establishment I've ever been to.
Mad shout out to them for that.
And that's actually a really good correlation. I didn't even think about that. That was on the second floor. I mean, we had one orb in Big Roy that set off the cat ball, but that was it. There was nothing on that static camera. There was nothing on the first floor static camera. But that kitchen camera went nuts. So you might be onto something there, because
Is the window in the kitchen where Russ got whatever that was in the courtyard that he got it through the window? Was it in the kitchen?
Well, it's
the second floor. I mean,
it's second floor. Yeah, it's in that same room where the guys just captured all those running footsteps. And so if you're standing in the kitchen and looking directly across the hallway there, that's the room.
Did y'all get anything by chance, Damien, on out the windows on the second or third floor that you can't explain? Because we were catching stuff that shouldn't have been there. Like she caught a light anomaly that stayed, but only in that 1 second, just for a little bit, and the rest of the time it wasn't there. But it was on the second floor. There's no reason for it to have been there at all.
Yeah, I don't think we captured anything like that. And what's crazy is they tell everybody the third floor is the most active, but both times we've been, the second floor was the most active.
Yeah.
Like nothing would happen on the first floor. You'd have minimal stuff on the top. Like that second floor was just popping off each time we went.
Right. Yeah. I think the only thing on the third floor was the women's cell, right? That we got the information. Was that the third floor?
Yeah. Where
Yeah.
Jared lost his pants. Yeah, that was the third floor.
But everything else was on the second floor. I got chased out of a room on the second floor.
Yeah, it was the room next to the kitchen there, I believe. Yeah, that was, yeah. So we're quickly coming up on an hour. We're not shutting down quite yet, but about 5 more minutes, guys, if you have time to hang out in the chat and both my panel. I really appreciate you guys being here. But we did have quite the freaking SD session that I want to play a little bit of that. And I think this shows what you were just talking about, Jen, with the window. I can't remember. Let's see.
Hear you again? Can you tell us?
So that was literally, I was asking the question, do we just hear you again? Referring to the sigh and what I believe to be an EVP saying, yeah.
What we found in the light a minute ago?
Your hair.
Oh my God, shut up.
No way.
Shut up.
You touched it.
No.
Thank you. Thank you for that validation.
That is awesome.
Put it back.
Oh.
So that alone,
Validation right there. I mean,
that alone, yes. And I don't have to tell anybody here. Everybody here knows how this works. Hang on 1 second. Make sure this is an emergency. Well, it might be. Hang on. Oh, Neva sent a cool picture of the orb. Check out that bad boy. So the I lost what were we talking about? Oh, the hair. Yes. So I said, what did we find in the light? And immediately it was your hair, not a brush, not a comb. Again, she can't hear anything. It was these exact headphones, and you can actually hear, if you have headphones on, you can hear it cycling through the channels. You guys have been through all this before. Obviously, you know that we wouldn't lie to you anyway, but for her to come back with it like that was freaking insane. And then she got pissed and just, yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Don't start with me.
We're not starting with you.
False.
As long as you don't hurt anybody, that's fine. Can you tell us?
It pleases me.
Oh, don't move.
Whoa.
Oh.
There's 3 of us.
Well, thank you. Can you tell
There's
us?
only 3. We're not laughing at you.
No,
honey.
we're excited because we
I'll
love.
cut you.
Oh,
Sorry.
I killed that bitch.
Yeah. So this was one of the best SD sessions I've ever seen in my entire life, ever been a part of in my entire life. We had 2 newbies, actually, Lindy and Jen. Both were new to the SDs. Jared and Laura had already left. This was right at the end of the night. And
That's you punching me.
But one thing, too, with the Estes method, if for anybody that's never done it before, it is on a completely another level of investigating. I mean, it's like everything. It's like the entire world around you just vanishes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so wild.
It is. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is right in the middle of sessions, and I pointed something out, and Rusty was telling us his story about how he also captured something on the second floor. I never validated whether or not it was a tree. He validated that he did look and it wasn't a tree, so it's odd.
Honestly, it looked like a tree, but it was a shadow that was moving in front of the window, but there is no way a shadow could be moving in front of outside of there because there's nothing there.
Right.
Or on the second floor, there's nothing there. So I'm thinking maybe it's on the inside, so I turned the camera towards the window, see if it's going to catch something there, and then I got on the backside over here. And while I'm sitting there, I heard one of these damn doors slam again. And I'm thinking, well, they're upstairs. And then I was hearing walking down there. I'm like, okay, somebody's scuffling.
So, yeah, I never validated whether or not that was a tree, but he's saying he saw the same thing and he looked and it wasn't a tree. So that's pretty cool. I have no idea what the hell that was. It was definitely some movement there in the window light. It could be anything. We were all not there. I mean, I don't know. The place is freaking nuts. That's all I know.
That place is definitely on another level.
Oh, I'm going back.
It absolutely is.
That and the rugby. I'm going.
I'm always down.
Let's go.
Keep that in mind.
Part 2.
Damien, you down?
The return.
I'm planning to go in October and pick my mom with me.
Oh, that's right. He's bringing his mom. How cool is that?
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Cool. That is pretty cool. Yes, you are always late. Jeez. We're just getting ready to wrap it up, actually. Yes, so we are going to wrap it up here shortly. If anybody in the chat has any questions, get them in real quick before Laura is down to go back, even though she got
Let's go, girl.
Roy. There's so much more that we captured here. We just don't have the time to go through it all. Yeah, definitely. Outstanding investigation. It really was. Great people, great location. Met some cool friends by accident. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Definitely the common location we've been to.
Yeah. One of your favorites, right? That's what you said.
Absolute favorite place.
Favorite
For
place.
most things, but
yeah, I can see why.
But you know, not only is it a place where, just it's super active with paranormal activity, but it also has a ton of really cool history there too.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, thick with history. And that's the thing, guys, the whole downstairs is like a living museum. So again, you've got stone tape, you've got residual, you've got intelligent, you've got actual items, like it's limestone. There's a freaking waterfall in the back. I mean, it's like a paranormal freaking vortex hotspot of awesome.
I don't remember if I told you, Richelle, but did I tell you that my best friend's picture's hanging up in there?
You did.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So my best friend was a cop, and he was shot and killed in the line of duty in 2011. And that's actually where their name comes from. His initials were RKB. And when the jail was getting ready to open everything up, they were taking donations for stuff to hang up in the jail. And I was like, well, I have this hat from when my best friend worked at the prison. I was like, I'd like to donate it to you guys. So they have his picture along with one of his hats when he worked at the prison in Nashville. So like a part of him is in there too. So that's another reason why it's one of my favorite places. So
yeah.
See, that makes it even better.
That's freaking cool. That is cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And we had the conversation. I'm like, do you think it was him that was trying to scare you? And you're like, well, he did like to scare the shit out of me when back in the day, but I don't know. I think it's got, like you said, it's got a lot more to do with, correctional or law enforcement, your buddy, and just being just sort of familiar with how it would be. You're an outsider and an observer, but you've also, your energy is just going to be different. Like Jared's was different, and it was actually kind of quiet until we did like a lights out scenario. And then, Laura kept getting grabbed and things have gone nuts. Neva wants to know, has he ever come through, your friend there?
Not that I know for a fact. I mean, there's been a couple of times like where we used to live. My wife felt like he was kind of interacting with us. We didn't have any confirmation, like 100% fact, but like we would be asking questions that would be related to him, and like a EMF detector would light up like he's going crazy. And I've never actually really tried to contact him, but other than that one time, and so I mean, it could have been a coincidence, but at the same time, like everything we were asking, it was like lighting up, like almost on cue. So it could have been.
Yeah.
Love that.
Right on, man.
Definitely. Freaking definitely. That's amazing. Anita, prayers to you, my friend, for sure. Prayers to you. Bribery works sometimes. You're absolutely right. Bribery works 100% of the time.
Especially if you're a military or a cop. They don't like you either. Me and Rusty both got targeted.
Oh, yes. That SD session. If you guys haven't seen that SD session, go check it out. It's on my channel. It's on Jen's channel. Again, all the links for everybody are in the description below, including historic Scott County Jail. If you want to book your very own tour, they do daytime tours, they do nighttime tours, they do beginners paranormal tours, they do expert paranormal tours. There's always something going on there.
Escape room too.
Do what?
They also have the escape room there now too.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. They do. They have the prison escape room, which is totally fun. A good place to follow that is on Facebook. They're always posting cool pictures. Sally is all over that. Over that Facebook and dressing up in different outfits. But they recently acquired the new location, which is literally a town. It's the historic town of Rugby. And it's about, what did she say? 20, 25?
About 30 minutes away.
30 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes away from historic Scott County Jail in, where the hell was that? What city is that in?
Huntsville.
Yeah, thank you. Huntsville, Tennessee. So they just acquired a second location. They're still working out the kinks, but they are green light. They are a go. And she was supposed to be here tonight. She says, sorry that she couldn't be here, but due to the weather that you guys had yesterday, they had to actually switch a rugby tour from yesterday to today, which is absolutely fine. But I told her that I would let everybody know that they need to freaking go and check it out. And if you guys are ever in the area,
we're going.
Please. Yes, and we are coming back. We are absolutely coming back for sure.
And what's cool about rugby is you get 4 locations, to investigate. So,
yes. Right? Yes, it's not just one, guys. You heard it.
Excited.
It's a ridiculously low price. I actually told Damien, I'm like, yeah, let's not tell them that they definitely undercut themselves on that one. But you do. You get 4 locations. There's all sorts of packages. All you got to do is get a hold of somebody. If you're having trouble getting a hold of them, get a hold of me or Jen or whatever. We can definitely get you in contact with them. Super nice people. They deserve all of everything that's coming to them. They work so hard.
Chris and Miranda are awesome.
For history and for the paranormal in general. Hey, Matt Regan.
Betty, what's up, brother?
Hey, Betty.
Oh, yep, here you go. Thank you, Neva, for dropping this. There is historic Scott County Jail. That is the
Neva's
website.
Awesome.
Here is RKB Paranormal YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe to all of these wonderful, beautiful people. I haven't seen. Oh, thank you so much, Neva. We have fun doing it. It's cool to relive it. It's cool to relive it with the people that were there, and even the people that weren't with you but have still been there and can you can play off each other. A lot of fun.
I'm subscribed.
Perfect. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Awesome. Okay, there's Jen. So yes, links are coming up now, but they're also in the description. Make sure you go check it out. Everybody that was here, thank you so much for being in the chat and for listening to my panel, my beautiful panel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate the time you took. Go give Laura some hugs from us. I hope she feels better. I know she'll kick its ass. She always does.
We all know.
Oh my God. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, lots of good stuff coming up. So stay tuned. We'll see you.